Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Thato and you're most definitely welcome on my channel. Please do hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. As you can see for this video by the title, we are going to be reviewing the Maybelline Superstay foundation. This is going to be my first impressions video because I haven't really used this foundation before. I did get the primer as well. It will also be my first time using the primer, but I do have other Superstay. I actually realized that I have other Superstay products that I've already used before, and yeah, they're pretty dope. So I hope I feel the same way about the primer and the foundation as well, but we'll see once we get it tested. Okay, so I ended up buying two of the foundations because I didn't really know which one will be my shade. The first one is 51 Caramel Beige. Honestly, I feel that this might be light, or this might not be the right undertone for me. And the other one is 58 True Caramel. So because of the undertone, I didn't really know which one to pick, and I had to end up buying two of them because there's an issue. Okay, first day I went to Clicks and I tried to get this foundation and they didn't have testers. So I was like, what's the problem? Okay, fine. And I was like, okay, maybe it's this Clicks. I went to a different Clicks the following day and they also didn't have testers. So then I ended up having a discussion with the lady. I'm like, what's happening with Clicks? Like, why do you guys not have testers? And she says, no, the problem is not on our side, but it's actually the brand. The brand doesn't send us testers, so there's nothing that we can do. And it actually makes quite a lot of sense, because why would they like waste their own stock when you're not getting paid for it? Like, I don't understand why the brand itself, which is why I'm mad, like I don't understand why they don't send stores testers. Like, I truly don't get why they don't send stores testers, because it's one product that's going to be tested by like about 100 people who might actually end up buying your product. And it's quite important to actually test foundation, like stuff like foundation and concealers. It's quite important to test it because, one, you don't know what is your shade, two, you don't know what the undertone is going to look like. So it's actually quite important to test the product. Okay, so brands better step up, and Maybelline better step up. And I think there's also another brand like it, but they're from the same group. So I really hope that that entire group itself just steps up their game and just sends tested. It's not that expensive, and I personally feel like it's an investment towards your own brand, because then you might actually attract more people to buy from you, as opposed to not having testers, and now people are going to end up buying from other brands which actually have testers in the same store. So it makes better sense to just have this. Actually looks super cute. Now that I'm done with my rant, I feel like I should just end it there and get into the actual video. I like the packaging of this. This is quite cute. This is quite chic. Look at that. Look at that. And it was 200 rands if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 200 rands or 190 something. I'll check the actual price and put it in the video. And this is what it looks like. It has a cute little pump. And yes, guys, I'm just gonna move on and test the shades and see which one is my shade. Ooh. So this is True Caramel. What am I doing? I feel like True Caramel is closer. Like, I'm actually, yeah. This one is definitely not my undertone. This is Caramel Beige. What a joke, my darling. What a joke. I don't know how to feel about that. Let's see. See, this is why I'm mad, because I feel like I bought the wrong foundation. Like, I actually don't understand what this is looking like. I don't don't like both these undertones. This one is a bit too light or pale. It looks like I'm gonna look spooky if I apply this on my face. And then I don't know how I feel about this one, but it's definitely not my undertone. It looks pinkish. Yes, it looks pinkish, which is weird because it's called True Caramel, and a caramel shade or color shouldn't have like a pinkish undertone, but rather more like a reddish brownish undertone. But I'll go with True Caramel. I'm just gonna use these facial wipes to remove the foundation off my face. I honestly truly feel like this wouldn't have happened if they just had testers in store. I'll just try it out and see which one is actually my shade. But yeah, they better fix that. Now imagine I've already spent money on 2 of the foundations that are actually not my undertone. If I like the foundation, or if I want the foundation, I have to buy a 3rd one. Let's think about that. I am using the Maybelline Superstay primer, and the primer says, okay, it says shake well, and then okay, I think that's shaken. It says makeup extending primer, base makeup, ultra smoothing formula, even skin surface for perfect makeup application. Makeup stays fresh and flawless all day long. Application shake well and blend into skin until even. Apply foundation as usual. This is a very liquidy wet primer. I don't know if you can see, and it looks white pinkish, but when you apply it on the skin, it applies white but disappears, which is good. It's good to have a primer that blends into the skin and not one that gives you a white wash or white cast, because it's going to affect your foundation and how it applies and how it looks in the end. So I look quite mattified and prepped, and my skin doesn't feel dried out though, which is a good thing. And this primer works quite well because it just literally blurs out your skin already, which is nice and good. That's what I like about it, at least. You know, hopefully it actually helps the makeup itself to stay on longer. Ooh, and I like the packaging. Look at how small and cute that is. I feel like the whole Superstay brand or collection is quite cute. The white actually works for it, and the what is it called? What can I say? The basicness of the whole packaging is what also makes it kind of cute. The basic whites, normal basic, you know, like I feel like whites are so basic, at the same time it's such a signature statement. And then yeah, cute. Right, so as I mentioned, I'll be using this Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation, and the foundation is said to be 24-hour full coverage, and it is, yes, they just say full coverage foundation up to 24-hour wear. So we don't know how it finishes, but we will see as we apply it. And it's also quite wet, just like the primer. You guys, I don't know how I feel about the shade, hey? Please bear with me if it doesn't come out right. If it doesn't come out looking like my actual shade, bear with me, bear with me. I did not have a taster. It's my excuse. So I'm just applying it with a flat foundation brush. I think you can all say and agree that this isn't really my shade, especially the undertone. The undertone is definitely not mine. I'm gonna go a little bit with more and I'm gonna use a sponge because I don't know how I'm feeling about the whole coverage, so I'm just gonna go in with a sponge to ensure that it goes in and blends out nicely. Sometimes we all have our own preferences. Like sometimes one person prefers to use a brush for application and sometimes a sponge for application for a different person. But I will say that some products sometimes do apply better with a certain tool than with others, so I'm just trying out both of them, and honestly I feel like I like how it applies more with the sponge than with the brush. I'm happy because this is not my shade, but I feel like it's not that bad, so we will try and ignore that this is slightly just a teeny weeny bit lighter. Teeny weeny bitty. I am just yeah, but definitely not my undertone. I look paler. Pale. Okay, so because we're going to talk about the foundation for now, I would like us to all move away from the fact that this is not entirely my shade. It is not that bad, so yeah, we can work with it. I can definitely work something out to bring myself back to normal in terms of shade. But yeah, definitely shade matching wasn't really a thing. This is not really my correct shade or undertone, but I will definitely try and fix it for the entire look. And in terms of their claims being 24-hour, I'm unfortunately not going to do a wear test, but if I do end up doing a wear test in some of my future videos, then I'll let you guys know how it wears. And being full coverage, I definitely feel that their claim is supported. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. And in terms of how it finishes, because that is really a thing for me as well when it comes to products, I like how it finishes. It doesn't finish matte, but yeah, I like how it finishes. It's not too matte, and I like that. It's very almost like a skin like finish, so that's what I like. But it is definitely full coverage as they claim. And now I'm gonna move on to highlighting my face. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade number 35. Highlight the normal areas that I usually highlight. See, even my highlighter has even a bit more warmer undertone than my actual foundation. This is so bad, you guys. Wow. And I'm just going to take my wet sponge with Beauty Blender and blend that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, which is I'm gonna set my concealer, and then I'm gonna do contouring and blush and highlighting, as well as my eye makeup off camera, and I'm gonna come back and finish up with you guys. Alright, so thanks to blush and contouring, I feel like my face already looks better. It looks warmer, and I am grateful for those things. Guys, blush is very important. Like, look at what it does. Look at what it does. Yeah, blush and contouring is very important. It helped out really, like, pretty much a lot, I feel. So yeah, as I told you guys, I was going off camera to do most of my makeup because I felt like it wasn't relevant to this video. But now I'm going to set the rest of my makeup using the Maybelline Superstay setting spray. So 24-hour setting spray is part of the range, so it just needs to be, it says shake well as well, probably somewhere. I've used this so many times already. I've used the spray before. So okay, let me just read it quickly for you guys. It says makeup 24-hour makeup locking spray, makeup locking setting spray, boosts makeup's wear and fresh look oil free / translucent, 24-hour wear when worn with foundation, lightweight translucent mist for use after makeup application, extends makeup wear and keeps just applied fresh look, prevents makeup dulling and color fading. Application: shake well, hold at an arm's length from face and close eyes and mouth, spray 1 to 2 times in a clockwise direction, avoid spraying directly into eyes and on lips, wipe excess product from eyes and mouth. In case of discomfort on eyes, immediately rinse off with water. And yes, that's the spray. So I'm just gonna quickly shake well. Now I'm gonna hold it away and spray my face. Because the spray doesn't spray quite evenly, I like to use my beauty sponge on the side that I use the foundation and just quickly blend out those spots that I like quite a lot. What is it called? You know when it sprays with water and some of the parts have like huge marks like these, those are gonna dry and make your makeup look kind of patchy. So I just blend it out, blend it properly into the makeup, and it will still be sealed and locked in and does the job that it's meant to do. But now you've made sure that you don't have patches all over your face and on your makeup that make you look, you know, not proper, that make you look what is the word that I can use, but you know what I mean. It makes you look quite tacky, if I can say. Yeah. Yes. So what is left now is for me to put on some mascara, some lashes, and just gonna quickly dash off and do it off camera, and then I'll come back and finish. For lips, I am using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade 45 Escapist. And since I'm using a dark lip, I feel like I didn't really need to line my lips, but I did anyways with a brown lip liner. This lip is giving this look a sexy, sultry, vampy look, and I am absolutely loving it. Look at that. Yes. If I'm honest, you guys, there's a little patchiness there because of the setting spray, and I was literally trying to avoid it. But now look, as I told you guys, I could possibly do this. There's that patchiness right there. Can you see it? Can you see the love tonight? Or does it say the love inside? Okay, let's get back to the video. Don't know if you can see that patchiness right there, like a little bit of like 3 dots, if I may say, 1 2 3, because of the spray, and I didn't blend it up properly right there when I said blend that part, because that spray might just get patchy. So that's what I meant, that's what happened. So I'm mad about that, but at least I'd used the spray before, so I kind of knew about that possibility. So you guys, I'm going to go through the final thoughts about the products one by one. So the first one is the Superstay primer, and how I feel about this primer is that it worked well. I told you guys as I was taking it in, it's just runny, but there's not a problem about it, and as I applied it, it just smoothed into the skin and it blurred it out, so I like that about it. So I'm quite happy with the primer. Then I moved on to the foundation, the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the shade True Caramel, if you forgot my shade. And what I complain about is that the shade was a bit slightly lighter than just a teeny bit lighter than I am, but I made it work at the end of the day. So yeah, I made it work at the end of the day, but the foundation was not really my shade, and the undertone was also kind of a bit pale-ish compared to my kind of undertone, which is yellow, but I sometimes end up going for the orange undertone. But yeah, that is fine, I made it work. The main problem was shade matching, which is due to the fact that Clicks did not have the testers for the foundation, which is quite weird because the Maybelline also had other products like lipsticks, and the lipsticks had testers. Some of them had testers, which is weird because I mean obviously we want to see the color, but it's not that important to see a lipstick color as it is important to see a concealer or a foundation shade and match it, because of things like undertone and the actual shade and how the foundation wears, oxidization, etc. So I personally feel like it's quite more important to see what a foundation looks like. So it's important to have testers in store as opposed to having testers for lip stuff, which is also important, but I feel like it's quite more important to have testers for foundations and for concealers. So Maybelline, please do the right thing. Please do the right thing, send testers to Clicks. Otherwise, I'm quite happy with how the foundation wears. I'll be honest, I feel like I'll go try and buy a darker shade than this. I'm not sure how many shades they have, but I'll try and look for you guys and put it up on the screen, tell you how many shades they have in this range. And I don't know, it depends on what the next shade from True Caramel is, and if it'll look like me, if it'll be my undertone, and if it won't be too dark, because sometimes you find that foundations do have that, but I don't know about this specific foundation, so I don't want to put what other foundations and other brands are doing on this one specifically. I will try and get for you guys pictures and numbers to put up for you guys, and I'll also remember to put up all the prices for these products in the description box as well as the screen if I can for you guys. And then otherwise, based on their claims, they claim to be 24-hour full coverage. I believe that they can. Maybelline is quite a good brand and I love them, so I believe that they could achieve this. I'm unfortunately not doing a wear test for this video, but I believe that if you use it together with the primer and the setting spray, that it could work quite well. I've used the setting spray a number of times, and guys, it is so good, but I'll get to it just now when I talk about it. And yeah, in terms of full coverage, it is definitely 110%. I agree, this is a full coverage foundation, so I'm happy about it. I'm happy about how it finishes. It's not a matte finish, it's more like a skin like finish, so I'm happy about it and I like it. The only problem that I only had was the matching and the undertone, but that was only because there were no samples in the store, so I was just like generally assuming and picking it and putting it next to my face and thinking, could this be my shade, could it be the undertone? I'm not sure, but I'll see. That's what I ended up buying too, but then even so, they were still both not entirely my perfect shade. None of them was so close, except True Caramel was quite close to my shade, if I'm honest. That's why I ended up using it, and I'm happy with the coverage. I'm happy with the foundation. I'm definitely gonna try and get my skin tone one, but yeah, like I said, we need tasters, guys. It's quite inconveniencing. Anyways, let me stop hammering on the same point and rambling on the same point and move on to the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour setting spray. Now you guys, you've seen this spray in a couple of my videos, and I've already told you, and I'm gonna reiterate this point, that this setting spray is quite bomb in terms of setting your makeup and keeping it intact and like just mattifying it and keeping it stable, man. Like, this setting spray is so good. The only problem that I have, like I showed you guys earlier, the patchiness that it leaves and the possibility of it being patchy, so you actually quite have to blend it in after spraying yourself. And this is because the spray itself, the applicator of the spray doesn't spray evenly, so then you end up having like dots that are bigger, dots that are smaller, and then you just have dots and dots and dots on your face of the water, and then it sits there like a little pond, and then it leaves the patchiness. So it's quite important to blend it with your sponge, your wet sponge, and blend it into your face once you have sprayed it, and make sure that you blend it out properly. I'm so sorry guys for the noise that is happening outside. You guys do sometimes hear noise in my videos. This is because I live in Hatfield, and this is quite a busy town, if I may say. Section of Pretoria is quite busy. It's a student central place, so it's quite busy. It's always quite loud, but I feel like the time that I chose for filming is actually quite louder now. It's like rush hour vibes, so it's quite loud now. So I'm so sorry for the noise. If you hear a lot of noise in the background, I will try and reduce that, and hopefully you won't hear as much of it as I am being concerned that you're hearing. So yeah. And as for the lipstick, guys, I love these lips so much. I told you guys that I was also trying to buy some more. There's one that I really like, the coral one, and there was a nude one, and I also want to get the red one. I actually love these lipsticks. I love how it finishes. It's a matte lipstick, but then it doesn't dry you out, and then also it has this shiny glossy finish on top. Not glossy, but like it could almost be like foily, like not foily, what is the word that I'm looking for? So like it's like, but in any case, you guys can see that finish. It is not like matte and then matte on top. You know when you have a matte lipstick and it's just like matte? I'm not talking about a drying lipstick because that's a whole different story. I'm just talking about a matte lipstick that is like mattifying, and even when you look at it, you're like, whoa, that's matte. That's a matte lip. This one is more like, it has a shiny finish. I don't want to call it foily, I don't want to call it glossy, but it looks shiny, man. I don't know what to explain it, but I love that kind of finish, so I'm loving it, and that's why I want to get more of these lipsticks. I want to get the coral one, I want to get the matte, the nudish one, and the reddish one, although the red one is, it's almost on the orangey side if I looked at it properly, but I do want to get that. But in any case, this is the end of my review, you guys. I've shown you all the Superstay products that I use. I don't know if they have a concealer. I didn't use the concealer because I didn't get it, and I don't know if they have a concealer. I'll let you guys know again if they do have it, but I didn't see it in store. That's why I didn't use the concealer. I ended up using the other Maybelline concealer, but yeah, this is it for this look. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any product from the products that I used in today's video that you will be getting. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I feel fabulous, I look gorgeous, I love this look. And let me know if there's any product that you're going to be purchasing from the look and the product that I used from these Maybelline Superstay. I really like the range, I won't lie. There's a few things here and there that I'm like, I don't know, you know, but generally it's not. Actually, there isn't, because I didn't complain about the primer. The only thing about the foundation was the shade, and this is the patchiness if you don't blend quite well. So there isn't much to complain about. I really love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you're going to be buying any products from this range. Let me know what you're going to get up to. Let me know how you feel about this look. Let me know what other products you'd like to see and what other tutorials you'd like to see on my channel. I will see you guys in my next upload. Remember, if you aren't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and hit the bell to join the fam, join the squad, be notified every time I upload a new video. And follow me on Instagram as well. It's at king_chele_1, at king_CHEELE_1. That is my handle on Instagram, so that you can stay connected with me in terms of everything and other looks that I may not necessarily post on YouTube, as well as if I do give you guys options on what I'm going to be posting next, so that you stay informed and stay connected with me overall, you know. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll see you in my next video.